Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you can't tell, I have a brand new microphone. I usually use this microphone right here, which is the same brand as this microphone. This right here is a FIFINE AM8 dynamic microphone. If you're looking for a cheap microphone that's not too expensive, it's just actually really affordable and it sounds professional. Now, in the box, it does come with a stand that you can take off and you can put on a boom arm, and it comes with a USB to USB-C, and you can interchange it to regular USB for the cable, or you could use XLR cable, but it only comes with the USB cable. And it also comes with the actual microphone itself, which is pretty nice. Now, as you can see, I'm using this thing right now on this little stand that it comes with, but I'm gonna take this stand off and I'm gonna hook it on my boom arm right here. As you can see, we got this thing on here now, and I really like how you can so for this microphone, the actual speakers, the actual voice is supposed to come through the top up here, which is nice because of the swivel right here. You can point it right towards your mouth. Well, unlike this one right here, which, like I said, is the same brand, but this one right here, you kind of have to talk through like the front of it, like right here. This one you talk through the top, so you can point it right at your mouth, because if you have it on this little stand right here, you kind of have to lean in a little bit. But I mean, at least it comes with a stand if you don't have a boom arm, which is nice. So as you can see, this green button right here is actually the mute button. So if you want to mute, you just tap it right here. You can hear me now. So that's a really cool feature. Tap to mute is always a good thing. Instead of having to, mute your mic in game, all you can do is just tap it and you're muted. So that's really nice. Right here you can adjust the microphone volume at the top knob right here. So you can turn the volume all the way up, or you could do this to turn the volume quieter, and then you can turn it up and be loud so you can adjust the volume however you want. This is the headphone volume right here. So you can actually plug headphones into the bottom of this microphone to hear yourself while you are using the microphone. So this right here is for the headphone volume. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like a little LED button right here. You can tap this to change the LED color at the bottom, and if you want, you hold it and it turns off. You hold it, turns back on. You don't have to touch it hard, but that's something I kind of did when I first was trying to use it. Is I was trying to press it like hard, but all you have to do is tap it. All I have to do is tap hold to turn it on, tap hold to turn it off, and then want to change the color, you just tap fast. All these different color modes on it, really nice. If you guys remember, there is this XLR cable port right here that you can plug an XLR cable into it, but the only thing about plugging an XLR cable is it doesn't provide as much power. It doesn't provide power to the LEDs or the monitoring. So if you want to monitor your microphone with an XLR cable, you'll have to use like an audio mixer or like the monitoring feature in OBS or something like that. But if you use the USB cable, you can easily just plug in your headphones and monitor it that way, which is pretty nice. The best part about using a boom arm is you can get it as close to your mouth as you want, because the closer you are to it, obviously the better it's going to sound. Once you get too close and you kind of start mumbling over it, but yeah, it's best to talk like this close to it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my headphones on so I can actually monitor the sound. Like, I could plug my headphones into this microphone, but it's easiest just to do it through the OBS monitoring thing, since I'm recording anyways. So you can adjust the gain with this knob right here, and if there's any like background noise, you can kind of adjust the knob to get rid of it. So as you can hear in the background, you can hear like a slight fan noise. What you can also do is mess with the settings in OBS. Some people, when these microphones, they kind of have like a cutoff to where they're only talking. That's the only time you can hear the microphone, is if they're talking. Yeah, without any filters on this at all though, it sounds really good. But if I add a noise gate, as you can see, I added a noise gate, and it does change the sound a little bit, but as you can tell, there's no more fan sound in the background. Unless I'm talking, you can slightly hear it. The sound it makes when you touch it, obviously, you can hear all the sounds when I touch the boom arm. So you can adjust the gain to kind of get rid of it, or you can add filters. It doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to switch mics to my old one, and as you've seen, as soon as I switched to it, like the fan sound got a little bit louder. This one seems a little bit louder, to be honest, but this one's volume button, what I realized is that it doesn't really work in games for some reason. The background noise on this older one is definitely louder. When I switch to the FIFINE AM8, as you can tell, the sound is a lot quieter in the background. This mic does definitely sound more compressed, so more like professional studio sounding instead of like super loud. Because what I realized with this microphone right here, this old microphone right here, is that it'll pick up like random background sounds that are going around in a totally different room of my house, which is pretty annoying. Like, I'm tapping my desk right now, you could barely hear it, but when I switch to my other mic, as you can see, my mic is not even as close, and you can hear it a lot better. I like how more professional this one sounds without having to put any filters on it. But when I do have the filters on, it sounds really professional. I like it a lot. But one thing I am noticing, the mute button and the LED button, if you're messing around with your microphone, you might click it on accident. But if you're playing a game, you most likely won't click it. But sometimes if you're trying to adjust it, you just gotta try not to click these buttons. It's definitely nice to have these buttons though, because I always want to like mute my microphone when I'm using this one right here, and instead of muting it, I'll have to like spin this dial really quick all the way down to make sure, because if it's not all the way down, you can still hear perfectly, so it has to be all the way down. So this one I can just boom, tap it, I'm muted. Yes sir. I like how this sounds. My overall thoughts, it's really useful, and it's really practical. You can also adjust the tightness. Oh yeah, I just realized that. So that's pretty cool. Just for the outro, I'm gonna record it without the filters on, just so we can get an overall sound of this microphone. I'm glad I have a mute button now. That'll be the most useful part, I think, is this mute button. These volume buttons, obviously you can turn it down, but when you do start turning it down, as you can tell, it's pretty quiet. Having it all the way up like this, I think, sounds the best. Unless like your friends got some really loud headphones and they're like, bro, turn your mic down, that thing's loud. Even though it's not actually that loud, it's just their headphones. You can just turn it down for them, and your problem's solved. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've said this yet, but I think this thing looks freaking awesome. Like, just the overall like aesthetic of this microphone, the look of it, it looks so cool, bro. Like, it just looks so cool, bro. Like, look at it. If you record a lot of tech videos and you're like, you kind of like to show off your setup in the background of your tech videos, this microphone looks good in your setup. I'm telling you right now. It already looks fire in my setup. Well, I may need to clean my setup first, though. That's about it for the video, though. Shout out to FIFINE for sending me this microphone. If you want to buy this microphone, I will put the FIFINE website and the Amazon website link in the description below of this video. So just scroll down there, click on it if you want to buy it. Either one. Make sure you like and subscribe. I want to give a big thanks to FIFINE. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.